many of you are. And I do say that before every show, but tonight I really mean it. So give it up for yourselves. Yeah, I love events like this, you know, like where it's warm out, and we're all drinking, we're all here together. I love summer parties. So if any of you are also having summer parties, like absolutely invite me. But I will say that if I get there and like I look around and, you know, people are dancing and I notice that everyone at the party has shaved armpits, I will come find you and say, what is this, The Sims? Like, am I just supposed to stand here and wait for someone to come try to play Red Hands with me? I don't know about that. All right, I've met a lot of you here, but not everyone. So we're gonna do a little poll just to help you guys get to know me better. Are we good with polls? Yeah. Okay, all right, here it is. Just do your best. When me and my girlfriend in college were strategically planning how to start a family, who was gonna carry the baby, her or me? Clap if you think I was gonna carry the baby. Okay. Clap if you think she was gonna carry the baby. Okay, fuck you people. I was gonna carry the baby. Anyway, actually, this is not even a joke. That same ex called me about 3 weeks ago to admit that she was wrong for having pushed as hard as she did for our hypothetical baby to be named Nelson. And I would count that a Pride Month victory, right? Yeah, we're all learning and growing. Speaking of growing, I had a birthday last week. I just turned 22, and I can already tell it's going to be a really chaotic year. I know. So if anyone else is also recently 22, like maybe we can take a shot together after. Yeah, let's do shots. Okay. So that was a joke. Sorry, that was dumb. I just turned 28. Some claps for that. Stop. No, that was also a lie. I'm neither of those ages. But I'm curious, like, which one of those made you guys more uncomfortable? Right on. Yeah. Gross. But it was not a lie that my birthday was last week. I'm born on July 3rd, so that makes me a... What does that make me? Yes! Is anybody else here a Cancer? Woo! Woo! Alright, there should statistically be more than that, but I'll take it. And we have like friends of Cancers, like people who have dated Cancers. That should be a resounding yes, because I love us. I think Cancers are pretty much the most tragic kind of person there is. So, like an example is that my cat died recently. Yeah, she like got kind of old, you know, her kidney stopped, she's dead. And I'm being flippant about it now, but at the time I was not being flippant. Like I actually took a bus to the town my mom lives and made her drive me 40 minutes in the rain to the house where we all used to live so that I could trespass onto these people's property with my cat's ashes and scatter them in a field she used to love. Yeah. And then I made my mom wait in the car while I basically performed an entire funeral, which included at least one song. And I'm not going to say what the song was because I am shy. But no. But then I got back to the car, like the rain had soaked my jeans, so I just took my pants off in the middle of the road, got in the car and put my naked legs up on my mom's dashboard. And for the rest of the drive back, I pretty much alternated between forcing her to tell me tales from my cat's final days and fishing for compliments on my legs. And she was a good sport about it, which I would say she should be because she's the one who had unprotected sex in October. Which if you're bad at math, that will give you a Cancer child. So if any of you are ever tempted to do that, just think like in 25 years, do you want to be chauffeuring a cat funeral? Because that's the kind of shit we pull. Yeah, I was talking to my dad recently. I was like, what are you doing this weekend? It turns out that tomorrow he is waking up at 5 a.m. to drive to a folk festival in upstate New York with his girlfriend who's been going to this folk festival since she was 17. And it's $300 for a day pass. And so he's gonna get there at 6 a.m. so he can get early bird parking and get on the list to be a volunteer, which means you dress up as a folk person and thus have your day pass ticket reduced to $150. Which is all just to say that I think that's proof that everyone who says white people don't have a culture doesn't know what they're talking about. So is the actions of a person with no culture? Like, no. I mean, maybe. Actually, maybe. What else? I have a really good friend who some of you know. Her name is Jay. Do you guys know Jay?
Woo!
Give it up for Jay. I love Jay.
Jay Hunt?
No, Jay. And anyway, this is not about her. It's about me. We have this kind of jokey recurring argument over who's more butch. She thinks it's like definitely her, and I think it's more complicated than that, and potentially even me. But the question was settled for us last weekend when we were in an Uber together, going to a party. This is real, and all of a sudden, the car in front of us just like catches on fire. Yeah, and it's like very clearly like gonna blow up. And so our driver stops so we can get out and run. Jay actually pushed the door open and then sat back so I could leave the car first, which is kind of butch. I pushed her so I could get out of the car faster. Put the pavement running as hard as I could and did not look back for like over a block. And that is kind of femme. So, victory for Jay. Let's see. Do you guys use Gmail?
Yes.
There are Gmail heads in the crowd. Yeah, I'm on it all day. Yeah, I'm on Gmail constantly. I actually got like a crazy one the other day. From a man I used to be in a stop motion animation class with, because I am very quirky. And he was asking if I wanted to donate money to the GoFundMe account for his body horror short film. And the whole rest of the day I was just like, body horror? Also, wait, hat or no hat?
Hat.
Anyway. Yeah, so I was just like, I got that email and I was just like, body horror, like, isn't having a body already horrifying? Like, why is that a genre? Like, hasn't he ever been 12 and like invited to a pool party? Getting a few blank stares. I'm gonna remind you guys what that's like. It's like basically you're really excited because you get to hang out with the popular girls. But then you remember that none of the popular girls have arm hair, and your arms are covered in hair. So you have to like go in the bathroom and like look in the garbage can to see if your mom's thrown away any disposable razors lately, so you can dry shave both your arms before the party starts. Yeah. I guess you guys all blocked it out, but everyone does this. Then you get to the party and you're kind of standing like this, so that like no one can see your body while you're waiting for the breath holding contest to start. And then you look down at your wrist and there's still some hairs on the little bump. And so you have to go into this girl's house, find her bathroom, and see if her mom's throwing away any disposable razors lately so you can finish the job. So I did not donate to his GoFundMe account. Anyway, so that got dark. I'll end this on a nice note. The pleasant anecdote about my mom, who, as we already discovered, is a hero. We were talking on the phone recently about like books we're both reading, and I was like, yeah, you know, my friend sent me the PDF of this really cool book called The Ethical Slut, which is all about like non-monogamy and how you can love more than one person at a time in a healthy way. It's really interesting. And she goes, I couldn't do that. And I was like, what? She goes, read a whole book off the computer screen. I'm like, I love that moment because I thought she was ethics shaming me, but she was actually being vulnerable about having weak eyes. That's what it's all about. Thank you guys.
Woo! Yeah.